Shalom Akim, all praise goes to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Hakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders for the millstone, citations to the Akim pushing his word on his sincerity and honesty. And Brother Kara Allah through the Spirit, there's going to be a quick lesson. Possible lynching deaths, according to U.S. feds, to review two cases. All right, possible lynching deaths. It says Los Angeles. Federal authorities will review local investigations into the hanging deaths of two black men in Southern California to determine whether federal law was violated. Monday's announcement came amid pressure to conduct an independent inquiry into last week's deaths of Robert Fowler, only 24. All right, it came amid pressure. So they felt the pressure, man. The people started asking questions. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't open an investigation on this. I'm continue. It says, this is Robert Fuller, Jake. All right. It says the coroner's office initially said the 24-year-old man appeared to have died by suicide because there were no signs of foul play at the scene. Federal officials are also reviewing an investigation into the deaths of Malcolm Harsh, a 38-year-old homeless black man who was found hanging from a tree on May 31st in Victorville. All right. And just yesterday, Dominique Alexander was found dead hanging from a tree in Manhattan. All right. Let me see what's going on. That took me to the Daily News. This happened June 15th. All right. Jake, you know what I'm saying? Like a cool Jake, young. The death of a man found hanged from a tree in Manhattan Park has been ruled a suicide, officials said Monday. All right. So they ruled that as suicide. All right. It says, it is Dominique Alexander. It is unclear yet if his death will be investigated further. Stay with WVVA for updates. Now apparently this man's death has been ruled a suicide. All right. Okay. At least two of them was ruled no foul play or suicide. Okay. They're not too sure about the one of them, Malcolm Harsh, but when it comes to the detective work, man, you see three similar deaths. You can't rule that a suicide. You can't rule that a coincidence. That's an open investigation. All right. There may have been foul play, and you have to investigate. Okay. Three deaths the same way, lynching. You could even have a serial killer on the loose. Around this time, you should be warning the people, okay? But these three Jake's deaths or murders, these three murderings of these Jakes may not even be justified, all right? But I'm not gonna ramble on too long. I'm going to the scriptures. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. The wicked are estranged from the womb. All right. Let me see something. If I can look this up. Alienate. No longer close or affectionate to someone. Alienated. All right. Which, they're never, in other words, they're not close to the Most High. All right. They don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments from the womb. This is how they come out. All right. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And the wicked is the so-called white man, or known as Esau today. And they speak the lies. Like, for example, the deaths of these three so-called black men, these three Israelites, all right? Look at this man. Why the hell would these people commit suicide? Young, 24. That's not a trait. Okay, that's not a trait of Israel. And if you're a detective, this is one of the questions you have to ask yourself. Why would a 24-year-old, okay, a 31-year-old, and a 27-year-old commit suicide? All right, could it have been that bad? No, they didn't commit suicide, but they were murdered. All right, most likely by the KKK. All right, because of the KKK is getting riled up because the Black Lives Matters movement. All right, and this may have been foul play by the KKK, and the KKK um, may even be in the police department. All right, the detective could be KKK. All right, that's how these guys always get away. Okay, cause why? Cause the police are corrupt. Look at that, man. I'm not even a detective, and I sound like I'm on to something. All right. Um, Psalms 50, Ecclesiasticus 12:10. All right. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. Never trust your enemy. So you can't trust the word this man is saying. All right. The so-called white man is Israel's enemy. So-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, the wicked, the devil, Esau. All right. The so-called white man is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right. The Israelites, according to the Bible, he is your enemy. All right. It says, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. Why? Because that lynching goes back to slavery. Right. That lynching goes back to slavery. But that spirit of lynching is coming back. It says, though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, man. That spirit of lynching is coming back. All right. That slavery spirit is coming back. Okay. And that's gonna lead to those race wars. That's gonna lead to those race wars. All right. Just Jake ain't gonna take this lying down. Okay. And this is coming. This is coming right after uh the the Black Lives Matters movement. Okay, this is coming right after the Black Lives Matters movement. So you can't tell me things ain't heating up dramatically. Matter of fact, matter of fact, let me try to get there real quick. Here it is. This is 2 Numbers 13:31, and one shall undertake to fight. Let me see. Let me go to it real quick. Behold, the day come from the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. All right. That's a good one too. Let me see. All right, here it is. This is Second Ezra 15:15. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people." I gotta. That's it right there. But let me just go to the verse. Second Ezra 15:15. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Okay, destruction. Right. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh," which that ultimate destruction, those nuclear missiles, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. One people shall stand up to fight against another. That's going into the race wars. All right, where you, which that's going into Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans standing up to fight against Esau. All right, the so-called white man. So it's going to be a race war. All right, and you see that more visually, each as the time goes on, because it's prophesied. This will be the last script. I'll end it here. This is Psalms 23. Uh, I ended at 4. Psalms 23 and 4. I'll start at 3. It says, "He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness." Oh, pardon me. So, this is Psalms 23. It says, outside at 3. It says, "He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, do I walk," really that's talking about the elect, you know, the nation of Israel, but the elect. He says, verse 4, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." That valley of shadow of death is uh, mainly talking about America. All right. But then wherever Israel is today. Why? Because America does not follow, not America follows not one law. All right. It just speaks about America turning the laws and statutes and commandments upside down. All right. And when you commit sin, what follows? Death. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." Right? Because why? We fear the Most High and the Son. All right. And the Lord said He protect His men. Psalms Psalms 34:7. "For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, that thy staff they comfort me." All right. Now you see Jake getting lynched. All right, Jake being murdered in broad daylight. So it's this the valley of the shadow of death. Not to mention the diseases, the corruption. All right. So we see what's going on. We see the spirit that's out here, man. It's a spirit of death. All right. This happened right here in Manhattan, and they ruled it as suicide. All right. Manhattan, New York. If you can't make it here, you can't make it anywhere. Now, why would this man commit suicide at 27? All right, but down still, praise goes to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and those great millstone. Citations, quotes, brothers, I did push this word, no sincerity and honesty. Shalom.